Ever pondered the extent of media manipulation and the CIA's role in it? Picture a world where the news you consume is not merely reported but artfully constructed, where truth is often a casualty in the grand scheme of things. This is not a dystopian fiction, but a slice of history, as we explore the shadowy corridors of the CIA's past operations. From recruitment of journalists to funding propaganda, the CIA has left a significant imprint on the media landscape. Today, we delve into the mysteries of Operation Mockingbird. In the heart of the Cold War, a covert operation was born. This was not an operation of soldiers and tanks, but of words and narratives. Named Operation Mockingbird, it was conceived in the 1950s during the height of the Cold War. At its core, the operation aimed to control the flow of information and influence foreign media. The Cold War wasn't just a battle of nuclear arsenals, but a war of ideologies, where the control of information was as powerful a weapon as any missile. The architects of Operation Mockingbird understood this all too well. The Central Intelligence Agency, or CIA, was at the helm of this operation. Their objective? To use the media as a tool to shape public opinion and steer the narrative in their favor. They recruited journalists, secretly funded news outlets, and manipulated the stories that made headlines. This was a time when the world was on the brink of nuclear annihilation, and the stakes were sky high. The CIA saw Operation Mockingbird as a necessary measure, a way to ensure that the United States held the upper hand in the battle for hearts and minds. But this was a dangerous game. By manipulating the media, the CIA was tampering with the very fabric of democracy, undermining the public's trust in the free press. The potential consequences were far-reaching and could potentially destabilize the very society they were trying to protect. The seeds of the operation were sown, and they would soon sprout into an extensive network of manipulation. The stage was set for a clandestine campaign that would reach into every corner of the media landscape, forever altering the course of history. As the operation matured, so did its web of deceit. Operation Mockingbird, during the 1960s and 70s, was not a mere plot in the making, but a fully fledged scheme that was woven into the very fabric of the media landscape. The CIA, in its quest to manipulate the public's perception, recognized the power of the media as a tool. It was an era when television was king, and newspapers were the trusted source of information. The agency cleverly penetrated these mediums, recruiting journalists to their cause. These weren't rogue reporters seeking out scandalous stories, but rather, they were covert operatives serving the interests of the CIA. As the operation expanded, so too did the reach of its influence. The CIA didn't just stop at recruiting journalists, they funded propaganda as well. They used the media as their canvas, painting a picture of the world that suited their narrative. The CIA was not just telling people what to think, they were shaping how they thought. This wasn't just about controlling the news, it was about controlling the narrative. The CIA understood that by controlling the narrative, they could control public opinion. They could sway the masses, ignite fear, create heroes, and vilify enemies, all with the stroke of a pen or the click of a camera shutter. But, as is the case with most secrets, they don't stay hidden forever. The operation was expanding, but it was becoming increasingly difficult to keep under wraps. With every new recruit, with every new piece of propaganda, the operation was edging closer to exposure. By the end of the 1970s, the web of deceit had spread far and wide. The operation had infiltrated the media landscape, subtly shaping the worldview of millions. But like a house of cards, it stood on a shaky foundation. The operation had infiltrated the media landscape, but its unmasking was imminent. A veil of secrecy can only conceal the truth for so long. In the 1970s, the truth about Operation Mockingbird was finally revealed. The Church Committee, a United States Senate Select Committee, took it upon themselves to investigate government abuses. Their findings were nothing short of shocking. The CIA, under the guise of Operation Mockingbird, had been manipulating news outlets and public opinion for years. They had recruited journalists, funded propaganda, and influenced media narratives. Their intention was not just to control the news, but to control the minds of the American people. The committee's investigation led to a stunning admission by the CIA. They confessed to distorting information to shape public perception. This was not just about spinning a certain narrative or pushing a particular agenda. This was about a systematic and covert operation to control and manipulate the very fabric of American society. The exposure of Operation Mockingbird was a wake-up call for the nation. It was a stark reminder of the lengths that governments can go to in order to maintain control and power. It was also a testament to the resilience and tenacity of those who seek the truth, even when it is hidden behind a wall of deceit. The truth of Operation Mockingbird was laid bare, leaving an indelible mark on history. Operation Mockingbird left a legacy that continues to resonate. Like an intricate tapestry woven through the annals of Cold War history, this covert operation was far more than just an intelligence program. It was a masterstroke of manipulation, a testament to the power of perception, and a chilling reminder of the lengths to which governments may go to control the narrative. At the heart of Operation Mockingbird was the CIA's recruitment of journalists, the funding of propaganda, and the influencing of media narratives. This was not merely a quest for information, it was a quest for control, a bid to shape public opinion in a time of global tension and uncertainty. The implications of such a massive, manipulative endeavor are vast and complex. They reach far beyond the confines of the Cold War era, echoing into the present day. Today we still grapple with questions about media integrity, journalistic independence, and the pervasive influence of hidden agendas. In an age where information is more accessible than ever, the specter of Operation Mockingbird underscores the importance of discernment and critical thinking. The legacy of Operation Mockingbird is a reminder that the media, so integral to our understanding of the world, can be a tool of manipulation as easily as it can be a beacon of truth. The operation's exposure by the Church Committee sparked a wave of public outrage and a demand for transparency, highlighting the need for vigilant oversight and accountability in our information sources. As we question the veracity of what we consume in the media today, the echoes of Operation Mockingbird serve as a stark reminder of the power of information and those who control it.